This seems a better place for our conversation. I hope you're more talkative than your friends, Miss Sevigny.
You can't do anything. You're not even a policeman. And I didn't do it. I didn't do anything.
Is there nothing you didn't do, Miss Sevigny? Thieve for the gang, break into the Armor Capello office, kill Niccolo Detti?
What? Kill? I didn't kill nobody. No, How?
So you admit the rest. I suppose you won't mind explaining some things to me then.
Yeah, I didn't think she'd kill anybody. Lockpick hidden inside. Resourceful woman. Double-sided jacket so that she can change on the fly. Cat claw marks on legs from when she jumped into the thingy. She is prepared.
You were in the Armor Capello office yesterday evening, Miss Sevigny. The same place that Niccolo Detti was found dead today. What happened?
How would you know? You can't prove anything?
It's written all over you, Miss Sevigny. I presume you did not intend your evening to end with a fall over the railing and a fracas with felines? Need I continue?
Zut alors! It was just a job, nothing else. I was asked to come. Here, see for yourself.
She was being set
I don't know
up.
who hired me, but I think they wanted to pin the crime on me.
Yeah.
Poor Niccolo.
Wait, you knew the victim?
You knew Mr. Detti, how?
Niccolo and I grew up together. I hadn't seen him in years, then ran into him on the street, smiling with some lovely lady on his arm.
Why would he want to set up her being there?
And that was the last time you saw him alive?
Wait, until I found him dead yesterday. That same woman was there, too. It can't be
What do you mean the
coincidence.
same
You saw a woman in the office?
Mm-hmm. She started screaming, so I slammed the safe door and ran when I saw a guard coming.
When did you get the letter?
When were you offered this job?
Ah, mon Dieu. I don't remember precisely. I think the letter arrived around 9:30 in the evening. It sounded tricky, but the money was good.
And you arrived at the office?
Perhaps 45 minutes later? I am very good, sir. I was in and out in 5 minutes.
I don't like lies.
No, wait. Okay. It took 15 minutes. All right? Still impressive, no?
Your luck has run out.
Your thieving days may well be over, Miss Sevigny. Until this matter is resolved, you will remain here. Good day.
So you're
Sherry,
hired by...
We were putting on a show.
I've evidence
You pulled it
updated.
off halfway
So
through.
were you hired by the wife to get the death pinned on you so that she could kill Daddy and move on? Felicia receives the letter. Augusta walks down from her office. There's no reason for her to have been there. Starts working on the safe, and then she opens the safe, sees Niccolo dead inside. Convenient that she walks down to talk to Billy at that particular moment in time, right? And then just happens to walk back at that time as well. Let's go talk to
This area is restricted.
Capello. Isn't that the way I went before? To talk to Capello? I'm very confused. Is that not the way? Yo, let me change clothes.
What a long day.
Yeah, okay, it is the clothes then. Yeah, well, we're here now. Just gonna sit down my aircon. Where was Capello? Capello was here, wasn't he? Yep.
Not much to say. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this.
Mr. Capello, have you anything to say about the burglar's claims?
Not a whit. The woman is a liar and a criminal. I don't give it the slightest credence, and neither should you.
Okay.
Not much to say. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I have nothing
I think we really
to
just
add
have to talk
this.
to his partner.
Another question? Another
Do you have
question?
anything to say about any of this?
I'm
or is
interested
that
in
it?
some entries in your diary that may prove important. Could you elaborate on these ones here?
Bene. I won't name the detective, but rest assured that is unrelated to the investigation. It is just one of our clients. And those safe entries are about an interested party who was going to purchase the product. We met yesterday, and today we're to finalize the transaction. Alas, that opportunity is no more.
You've been a good help.
Okay, there is something else here I can ask him
Another
about.
question? Not much to say. I'm sorry.
What was your intent behind this note?
This is private, young man, and hardly
I think it
relevant.
rather is.
Its relevance, as it were, remains to be seen.
My wife Augusta joined me in business half a year ago, but works late hours. I worry because I love her. What else do you need to know?
I appreciate your candor.
I'm afraid I have nothing to add to this. How is that
sorry.
relevant, young man?
Please, I need a complete picture of all the parties involved. Consider, perhaps, the possibility that the burglar was targeting your wife.
It seems unlikely, though if a Detti was out to threaten my wife. We met 7 years ago. Augusta was a harpist with an Italian orchestra. The passion in her eyes back then. I am glad she still has some of it now.
And you and your wife get along well?
I love her most dearly, and I know Augusta loves me. I fear someday she may be bored at work, but I try to give her all she wants.
Is this note still valid?
Oh yes, we use this code by default for each safe. Now sometimes a buyer may ask to see how it can be changed, but I always reset it afterwards.
And the safe containing the body used the default code, I presume?
As it happens, no. In my demonstration, I wanted to show the bank clerks how easy it was to set a different combination.
Interesting. Thank you.
Huh. That's interesting. Detective just an unrelated client and the dates out labeled. Explained to me that Augusta started working 6 months ago and that he's worried. And the code was changed that day at the client's request. The client is being a bit suspicious, if you ask me. Are we asking Mrs. Cabello about this?
Have you learned anything?
No, apparently not. I mean, is this a question for Mrs. Cabello or do I have to go see Felicia?
What exactly was your relationship with Niccolo Detti?
Who? What are you talking about?
Madam, please, a young woman dedicated to her music and an enthusiastic artist. Your marriage to Basilio could not have offered all you needed. And then about 6 months ago, you met Niccolo Detti. There was a spark, you started to see each other. It brought passion back into your
That's what I
life.
said.
How could you?
But your tryst didn't go unnoticed. Felicia Sevigny spotted you with Niccolo, but rather than cease your affair, you took care to avoid the public eye. You started working with your husband at the office and met your lover there in the evening after Basilio departed. Billy would not notice, and you hoped neither would your husband.
Am I correct?
Do I have this right so far?
Yes. I love
Knew it.
Basilio.
Called
I
it.
truly do. But his first passion is his work. I respect that, but it left me adrift. Niccolo. Oh, sweet Niccolo. He was the man I
And who
needed.
killed him?
If he had had any other name, I would have talked to Basilio. But he was a Detti.
And your husband suspected something.
I think he did. He asked questions. Billy's schedule was moved forwards. Yes, he suspected.
Is she now planting it on her husband?
And thus we arrive at the heart of the matter. How did Mr. Detti end up deceased in the safe?
I do not know.
Madam,
I don't know anything about his death.
are you sure this is how you wish to proceed?
It is the truth. Please, just leave me be.
I don't know about that. Hello.
What a long day.
I don't like her, but she's throwing shade at her husband.
Were you aware of this, Mr. Capello? Of the relationship between your wife and Niccolo Detti?
Enough! I will not hear it. Augusta is an impressionable woman feeling the stress of this horrible situation. She does not understand what she's saying.
I see. So, you think...
I think that if you want to help, you should stop bothering my wife and find the criminal responsible.
That's a very strange response to have. It has to be
I will
him, I
return.
suppose. I don't really have anybody else. What else is there? There's no one else to talk to. I don't think Felicia gives a shit about this. Oh boy, where is Felicia? I really don't think she cares. Felicia! What room you in, girl? Should have paid attention to the door number. But of course I didn't, that'd be too simple. Where is she? Where the hell is Felicia?
What a long day.
She wasn't downstairs, was she? I thought she was upstairs. But I can't see it, so she must be downstairs. Okay. Shows how much attention I paid to it.
What a long day.
That I'm not allowed to go into. Yes, I remember. Playing cards, eh? Is that what's going to ease the tedium of the day? That was him. She's just gone. What? Okay, well, I don't really know who else I need to talk to. I mean, all I can really do is accuse him of having killed Detti, right? Though it wants me to talk to somebody. But that's only based on, like, the reaction he just had. I still find his wife suspicious. Because who would have sent Felicia the letter? The wife knew about Felicia because she was seen by Felicia. The husband has no reason to have contacted her because he didn't know her. The wife did. Therefore, it has to have been her. Right? I don't like the wife. I don't like you at all, you cheating bitch.
It is a shame it has come to this, but it is patently obvious that you are responsible for Niccolo Detti's death.
How dare you? I wouldn't want him to.
I see you need some persuasion. I know that Niccolo Detti went to the office to meet you.
Oh, shit. Obviously the letter Felicia has to be one of them. What else have we got? We've got her testimony. I don't really know how the safe combination works into it, I'm going to be honest with you. And the fact that it was changed. I don't know what to do with that. Also not sure what to do with that. His diary doesn't seem relevant. So that's going to have to play into it at some point. Don't think the timeline's relevant. Setting the ranks, burglary. I don't know about that. Okay, that looks out of place.
It was a midnight tryst. Niccolo
We knew
would visit
that.
the office
That's
once
not
Basilio
news,
left,
but this is apparently correct.
but this time, he returned. So you hid Niccolo in the
Oh,
safe. A foolish move.
Right.
I didn't know the code had changed. It was the only choice. I couldn't let him be found. I loved him.
Really? You could have saved his life by simply speaking with your husband, but you sought to free him another way.
The only reason I didn't automatically come to that conclusion is that I assumed the safe was closed. So you would have had to have known the code to open it to put somebody in. And if that were the case, you would still know the code to be able to help him out. I had wondered if perhaps the safe had been open for whatever reason, and that way she'd shoved him in and closed the door and he wasn't able to open it back out. And that's how he died, but I didn't say it because I assumed that the safe was closed. Who just leaves a safe open? Okay, in that case, the letter to Felicia would be a key piece of evidence,
To free
obviously.
Mr. Detty, you hired Felicia Sevigny, a petty burglar, to crack the safe. And as a result, you killed
Yep.
your lover.
No. It's because the combination
And it
had
took
changed. It is
way
not my
too long
fault.
for her to get there.
You are splitting hairs, Mrs. Capello. The fact remains you chose to risk Nicolo's life rather than call your husband. And I know why.
And I know why. Because he wasn't on good footing with Daddy? Because he already suspected the affair, so it can't be about that. It must be about him in general? Wait, does that have to do with this? Is this why she wouldn't call for him? Not because of the affair? It's because of who the affair was with? And she didn't want to play on these tensions? Oh, God, I don't know.
You were
Hey!
afraid how it would affect the reputation of the
Yes.
Capellos. And you feared what your husband
That's the only conclusion I
would
could
do
come
as a
to.
consequence.
He's a good man, but he cares about his business, about the family. It would have destroyed him.
And now he's accused of murder, Mrs. Capello. How considerate of you.
Mio Dio, how did this all happen?
Because you were a tramp. That's how this happened. You had an affair. That's really where it stems from. You can fix this. You were guilty. No. You were 100% guilty.
Despite your best
Very
intentions,
rotten
Mrs.
present, lady.
Capello, I believe you are to blame for this sorry affair, not Basilio.
I think you're right, sir. Basilio, he does not deserve this. None of this.
It is not my place to decide what is deserved, but perhaps you now know what to say to the inspector.
I do.
Oh, she's
Good day,
going to turn herself in.
I don't think Mrs. Capello did this on purpose. I would have let her go.
Whether she did it on purpose or not, she still caused a man to die. That's not my problem. I mean, if there were other context involved, any other situation, manslaughter could be forgiven. In this case, no. Just plain no. I don't condone what she did at all. She is a horrible, horrible adulteress, and she deserves the consequences of her actions. Save. Right. Did we end up getting a case for the thing? Oh, no, that was connected to the other one, wasn't it? So we just got to go roam the house and look at these extra memories, and then we can finish, I guess. Although it must be said that I don't really need to do any of these things. It doesn't have any impact on that, from what I can tell. Anyway, we're going to go to the bedroom, his mother's bedroom, and the cabinet room. Alrighty, Mayup. Homeward bound. Hey, and then we're going to be in the right spot to go to the back door. There might be some other cases we've missed because we haven't got all the places on the map, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. We've done quite a number of cases. So I'm pretty okay finishing up the quest line now. So let's just go in, have a look at these rooms, and be on our way. These should all be upstairs, yes. That's his mother's bedroom.
Oh, the room looks nice now. It's comforting to see the way it was meant to be.
My mother always preferred to spend her rare moments of lucidity with me.
That's true. She even stopped Mycroft from joining you. Remember?
I do. He didn't show it, but he was upset. I think Mother paid more attention to me because I was younger.
I dare say that is true. A moment of reflection. In her rare moments of lucidity, Sherlock's mother always wanted to spend time with him. One day she found us preparing for the play, and she helped us apply the stage makeup in front of her mirror. Mycroft wanted to join us, but she refused. He didn't show it, but I know he was upset. Violet always paid more attention to Sherry because he was younger. Is that it? Yes. Okay, well, I don't know what room we're going to find next, so we can't go into that room. This is the curiosity room, so I guess we're going into the curiosity. No, nope, I like my bedroom.
Memory, Sherry.
Sharp and well balanced. It would be a pity to leave such a tool behind. I was so frustrated to find only one bed in this room. Mycroft initially refused to bring another for you, but after a week-long dispute, he gave
Oh,
in.
wow.
What a stubborn man. How well do you think he would sleep without a bed?
That's so generous. Buying a bed for his brother's invisible friend? Like, who even does that? That's shocking for Mycroft. Shortly after our arrival, Sherry clashed with Mycroft about the furniture and needed a place to sleep, but there was only one bed in our room. Outrageous. Convincing his little brother was a challenge, but after a week-long dispute, he finally gave in, and I became the proud owner of my very own bed. It never even occurred to me when I saw 2 beds in here. Huh. And where was the curiosity room again? Oh, it was downstairs, wasn't it? It was next to the Egyptian painting.
Now, it looks exactly like it was a
Ah,
decade
because the mermaid's
ago.
in place now.
I can almost feel the memories hitting me.
Knew there had to be more to this blanket. Are you going to say something? Do something? Hello? Yes, and? Okay.
Oh, I remember now. I never liked the way the books were sorted on these shelves.
Oh, it's painful.
That you didn't. Your brother often struggled to find his reading materials after our visit.
During our time travel at Stonewood Manor, Sherry and I would regularly visit the Cabinet of Curiosities. Sherlock was sometimes so bored that he'd rearrange all the books in his own particular order. He said it was easier to find the required book this way, but Mycroft never agreed. The last time that Mycroft was unable to find his desired reading material, he excoriated us for an hour and said that we returned the shelves to how they were. Oh hey, we finished! That is all the properties, the furniture. Okay. And yeah, that just brings us back to the final thing. Right, well, that's it. Let's get started on this final moment. I don't know how long this is going to be, whether it's going to be a big quest chain or whether it's just going to be a small thing. I have no idea. Let's go.
You don't have to. There is no coming.
Now, move!
John, my animum, my brother, there is nothing more important in this moment than this truth. I know you fear for me, but my path was set long ago. I can no more step off it than I can ask the avalanche to roll back uphill.
Just. Please be careful, Sherry. I love you.
Quite. Come on. We'll go together.
What truth are we going to uncover? Alright. Holy hell, this place is massive!
Why didn't I remember we had such a big
This
garden?
thing is huge.
Maybe you forgot it for your own good. That's the descendant of a tree your father planted in London, correct?
Indeed, we planted the sprout here, and for a while it grew happily. Alas, it seems without us here to care for it, it didn't survive.
Inevitable. Pretty music. Okay, no memories to be had here. I can't sprint. That's just mean. You think with the pond? To a boat? Nope.
Is that the raft we made together, John?
Looks more like a pile of rotten
Raft
planks now.
for that tiny little pond. That's adorable. Oh, here we go. This must be it. Yep. Okay, well that was interesting.
That's from Mother's favourite tea set. What is it doing in here?
I'm still assuming you walked in and found her body and that's why you locked it away. Ooh! The hell?
Come here, Sherry. Hurry!
This is where he crouched down, right?
These must help calm her down.
Okay. New Mind Palace clue? Tea and sedatives rebrought tea. Risk of side effects. Dr. Victor experimented on my mother with unconventional drugs and treatments. Every dose had a risk of side effects. Increased tolerance. My mother used sedatives frequently, so her body must have built up a tolerance. It wouldn't be a danger to her. Oof.
What are you thinking about? Is everything all right?
Yeah, just dandy. Thanks. Hi, who are you?
Ah, yes. The Statue of Merripee. My mother was trying to restore it. Pity she never had the opportunity to finish.
Indeed. Yeah, I'm not seeing many clues here, sir. Am I supposed to be making decisions in my mind palace? It's not kind of telling me to. No, I've missed something. This? Shit. I've missed something. I can hear my mother.
Don't go, Mother, wait!
It's kind of
I remember
haunting.
this artifact from Mother's collection. Mother's work journal. I liked poring over the detailed pages and reading about my parents' collection.
Okay, this was us hiding.
Here it is. We'll just borrow it for a while.
And do what with it?
Did you hear that? Someone's coming. Let's take a peek.
You call this progress? Charlotte, amateur.
Yeah, we knew this.
I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
Any result is progress, even if it is a worsening of her condition. It informs my...
No. I have made my decision. She must be sent to a legitimate medical facility. I will not let her hurt Sherlock.
What? Master Holmes, you do not understand.
That will be all. I expect you to have left the house by week's end.
Never mind, palace
Sherry,
clue.
say something. Can you hear me?
Ooh,
You're scaring
mountain
me.
big. Yeah, no, I'm fine. Oh, it wasn't a mind palace clue. I thought that was what it was insinuating with the sound.
I'm waiting for you.
I see you. I'm coming. I can't sprint, so you're just gonna have to give me a moment.
Sherry, come here, darling.
I'm doing my best. I only have one speed at present.
I'm waiting for you.
It's
Coming,
sad that her
Mother.
face is never presented.
This was from my mother, wasn't it? I remember how we came to the garden for a breath of fresh air.
She can't get down. There's no ramp down that bottom bit there. Oh, we're taking her for a walk. I don't know how she got over that little depression.
Take me to my flowers, Sherry. They must already be in bloom.
As you wish, Mum.
Which flowers were
I
those?
bet you missed the fresh air, didn't you?
Terribly. The sun is far brighter than I remember. But I like it.
We can walk each day from now on, if you want.
That would be wonderful. Just look at them. The stars of the earth. Even the sky must be jealous of their beauty.
Indeed.
Oh right, she was in water. Yeah, so this must be right before she falls into the pond. Or is pushed or something.
Mother, would you like to go around the water?
That would be perfect.
Did we
I
accidentally...
always wanted such a nice pond in London.
Did we
That's so
accidentally
peaceful.
get her in the water?
Mycroft knew you'd like it.
Are we responsible for the death of our own mother? Did she actually drown? And that's
should put some
why
fish in
Mycroft
it.
doesn't want to talk
Don't you
about it.
think?
How about some carp?
Fuck, I hope not.
That's a nice idea.
I hope not. And she'd be too weak to swim, if she even knew how. Oh, I'm starting to get very concerned.
Let's visit your father's tree.
Okay, let's
It
visit
grows
the
so
tree.
fast.
That's fine. We can visit
Just
the tree.
like
Just
you.
get away from the water.
We could even build a tree house in it.
Okay, we're away from the water.
Yes, Sherry.
We're fine. We're fine. Whew. I was very concerned for a moment there.
Speaking of your father, could you call him out, please?
Mom! I'm sorry. He passed away. He's gone.
No, he's not.
I'm telling the truth. Did you forget again?
No, don't you dare say such things.
Oh, and that's
You
why
are a
Mycroft
liar
want to
like
protect
all the others.
Sherlock from his mother.
Don't call me that. You aren't fooling me.
No! Mom, it hurts!
My son would never lie.
Mom, stop!
Who are you? Reveal yourself.
Oh my
Please
god.
stop! It's me, Sherlock!
You are not my Sherry. Give me my stuff. I can't stop you.
Did we stab her with something in self-defense? How did I get out of the water? Oh my gosh, did Mycroft save? Did the doctor save us? The doctor saved us, okay. And then he was falsely accused because of how the situation looked. Huh. So Mycroft actually doesn't know the truth. She actually drowned. Hysteria in the garden. My mother tried to drown me in the pond at Stonewood Manor. Mycroft. There we go. After Mycroft caught Otto Richter, he blamed him for our mother's death. She drowned. Risk of side effects. Yep. Now what? Oh, there we go. My mother was drowned. Someone drowned my mother, either by accident or on purpose. No. It was an accident. So he technically is responsible, but not. Otto killed my mother while trying to save me. The drowning was an accident, and he desperately attempted a tracheotomy to save her. Mycroft hid the truth from me and wrongly accused Otto. Yes.
Sherlock. Sherlock. Can you hear me? Come on, wake up.
We have to tell Mycroft the truth, right?
Get off me.
Sherry,
You knew, and more than that, you hid it from me.
you couldn't bear the truth, Sherlock, so I shouldered it for you. I took your pain, your horror.
Otto Richter murdered my mother, and Mycroft covered it up. Whisked me away from this place, buried me in schoolwork, and left the past to rot.
And you needed a way to cope, so I helped.
You were a lie, John, a fiction, a crutch.
No, I was a friend. Sherlock,
Here's Mycroft.
please.
Are we about to
Sherlock?
get rid of John?
What?
Are you okay?
Are we about to get rid of John?
I don't know.
I told you not to come, Sherlock. Where is he?
Who?
Your friend, John.
He's beside you.
Was all this worth it? Is he worth it?
Why is he here?
I think, in his own way, he was trying to protect me. A truth I couldn't
Who is
bear.
he? He's talking to both
but
of
now
them.
I must face it.
Yeah. Oh, John's gone.
Sherlock, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
You
The fuck are you
kept me in
doing?
the dark and kept your actions quiet.
What?
You enabled Richter and his untested quackery for far
Why
too
are you
long.
holding a gun on
And
him?
worse, you wanted to lock up our mother.
I wanted to give you a chance at normalcy, childhood. There was no changing what happened, no good to come of dwelling in the past.
It was lies upon lies. Otto Richter was trying to save her, but you decided he deserved to take the fall. Is that justice?
The big picture, Sherlock. The big picture. Perhaps Richter was not responsible for her fit of rage, but his treatment led inexorably to that moment. You were so fragile. I could not. I just couldn't. I chose us over him.
You know, for once I believe you. And perhaps now that the truth is out, I can actually do what you had hoped. Leave it all in the past.
Good. You have your whole life ahead of you, Sherlock. It is time you got on with it.
I suppose it's as much as we can hope from Mycroft. Are we actually going to say goodbye to John now?
I was worried there for a minute, Sherry. Really worried.
We no longer need him as a crutch.
I didn't want to hurt you.
He's crying. Is he?
What's so funny?
I am talking to myself, John. I think I was hurt regardless.
But we made a good team, eh? Explored every inch of this place together. Helped a lot of people. Terrorized a few too, I suppose. I think I may go so far as to say, Sherry, that I have not lived wholly in vain.
So that's it. It's over.
You've opened every door, Sherry. Faced the past you locked away. You don't need me anymore.
I know. I will miss you all the same. I don't want you to go.
Yes, you do.
Goodbye, John.
That's really sad. I wasn't expecting such a sad ending. I mean, John protected him from the truth, from the pain of it, and whatnot. And he was such a presence in Sherlock's life, his entire life. And then to have him finally go, that's just sad. Even though he was only talking to himself, it's still tragic.
Why are you here?
Closure, I suppose. Glad to help a friend.
You and I are not friends. In a race between the thawing of the ice caps and our friendship, I would buy a boat.
Ha! Is that right?
I know what you did. What did I do? You needled me.
Yep, told ya.
From the moment we met...
He was manipulating me the entire time I saw it.
You pushed me to pursue the truth about my mother.
Still liked him.
You questioned everything I did,
absolutely was
everything I
manipulating
believed,
him.
to break me. To blur truth and fiction, reality, morality. A saboteur in silk.
But why?
Was it vengeance for him?
Yeah.
Or do you prefer Klaus?
Ah,
Excuse me? You?
the
are
brother.
Klaus Richter. Otto's younger brother.
I wondered about the art gallery crossover.
Responsible for his end.
Ha! There was no love lost between me and my brother. I am sure you can relate. Otto was merely the gravity that pulled me into your orbit. Or you into mine. Once I met you, I could not keep away.
Why? What reason do you have for all this?
To help you.
You're lying.
To show you that you were wrong.
More lies. I know you now, Werner. Try again.
To see what had happened. Or is that yet another untruth? Does it matter? Take your pick. Who cares? You're my masterpiece. I turned Sisyphus into Ozymandias. You could not see the futility of your quest until I helped you to let go of the rock. And now, nothing beside remains.
I remain. Despite you, and to spite you.
It is a matter of will and power now. Will you overcome this, or shall you decay? Oh, on that note, I brought you
Oh
something.
God, what is
I
it?
want nothing more from you.
Depends on what it
When
is.
one wants for nothing, Sherlock, the best thing to get them is something personal. So, here you are.
Is this a picture of his
now,
mother?
Please excuse me, but the gallery calls. I'm already conceiving my next project.
I hope it's a portrait of his mother, or of family at the very minimum. Oh no, it's a portrait of Sherlock. Yeesh. Can I assume that's Sherlock?
You really are beautiful.
I hope we're going to dispose of that.
My brother returned to London soon after our disagreement. He enrolled at Cambridge University, but attends only the rare classes that hold his interest. I hear he took employment at a hospital laboratory, obsessing over his experiments. I suppose he seeks solace in the empirical truth of a chemical test. I am afraid for him. His evenings are spent alone, solving citizens' menial mysteries to pass the time. And I suspect he is growing paranoid. One of my agent's vehicles recently ignited during a surveillance operation. She was lucky to get out alive. There is only one man who could orchestrate such a feat. Or perhaps two. I saved my brother. He will never forgive me.
Gotta feel sorry for Mycroft to an extent. He's filled with a lot of anger now, which is sad because he never used to have that.
I found it! I found it! I found it!
And what is that?
The fuck? What the?
How far, bruises may be produced after death. How are you? You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive.
How on earth did you know that?
Never mind. The question now is about bruising. No doubt you see the significance of this discovery of mine.
It is interesting, no doubt, but practically...
Why, it is the most practical medico-legal discovery for years. Had we these data sooner, hundreds of men would have paid the penalty for their crimes. Cases oft hinge upon how a man died. Now, we can know which wounds he suffered alive, which occurred post-mortem, and what instrument was responsible. And ergo, one will soon be able to calculate with utmost precision when and where death occurred, sparing the innocent and damning the guilty.
Well, then you are to be congratulated.
Indeed. But, you came here on business.
Correct again. I am looking for someone with whom to take diggings, and heard you were complaining that you could get no one to go halves with you.
I have my eye on a suite in Baker Street, which would suit us down to the ground.
Oh my gosh.
You don't mind the smell of strong tobacco, I hope?
I smoke ships myself.
That's good enough. I get in the dumps at times, and don't open my mouth for days on end. Just let me alone, and I'll soon be right. What have you to confess now? It's best for two fellows to know what bruises each other carries before they begin to live together. My last companion and I...
Well, I object to rows because my nerves are shaken, and I get up at all sorts of ungodly hours. and I am extremely lazy. I have another set of vices when I'm well, but those are the principal ones at present.
Do you include violin playing in your category for route?
It depends on the player. A well-played violin is a treat for the gods. A badly played one.
Oh, no, that's all right. I think we may consider the thing as settled.
Oh, he learnt, did he?
Oh,
Must have learnt.
Forgive my manners. My attention wavers. Sherlock Holmes.
Dr. John Watson.
John.
The heck kind of world do we live in? Okay. Well, that explains why I was perplexed at the beginning of his game that John was just a figment of his imagination. I was like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, how? It's it. It was cool for the game, but I was like, I don't know that I like that twist per se in the long run. So that's a good way of still giving us John. So for chapter 2, we're going to actually have Watson. But how does he have the same face as John? That's just crazy. How is that even physically possible? I guess we're not supposed to focus on that because I guess that's not the important part. It's just supposed to make us trust him more somehow. So, still, I can't tell if it's a different voice actor or whether it's just the same voice actor doing a different voice. But either way, it doesn't matter. He sounds different from John. But that leads us into chapter 2, where we must reside on Baker Street and start detecting crimes, but that's not really the phrasing I'm looking for. Investigating crimes together. That's going to be interesting. I really can't wait for chapter 2. But it's also interesting the state that Sherlock is now in. He seems very scattered and very, driven, but not in a healthy way. His desperation to find the truth has sort of turned slightly negative. As a result, I'm a bit concerned about him, not gonna lie. Even though he's become more whole and that he no longer has John as a mental fracture, for lack of a better term. He's now whole, but not in a good way. So I hope that Watson can ground him and get him to heal more healthily. And yeah, set him on a healthy path, because it doesn't seem very healthy at the moment. It seems a little self-destructive, not gonna lie. But all in all, it was a good game. It's so underrated. I really, oh gosh, is this made in Russia or something? We've got a lot of mid-European sounding names. Interesting. I may have to look this up. I'm rather curious. But yeah, as a whole, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the variety of the investigations. I especially liked the ritual one. That was good fun. And yeah, I wasn't expecting the degree of variety that it offered. So I have quite high expectations for chapter 2 whenever it comes into existence. I will definitely be playing it. If you actually stuck around and watched this series, I hope you also enjoyed the game, because yes, it was poorly optimized, yes, it had issues in places, blah, 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 but as a whole, it was great. So I hope you saw the beauty in it as well. And thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time in another game.